Hey there, quick update. So I've been busy. Spent, I don't know, like 20 hours the last few days working on this thing. I've got torque boxes in, side cowls welded, lower cowl welded, painted, seam sealed, painted, and then I seam sealed it again. And I'm gonna paint it again. So I've got like 2 layers of seam seal, like 7 layers of paint on this thing. I also figured it made sense to seam seal down in there, you know, just so there's no water that can sit in any of the cracks, because there's just no way to make the joints there, you know, perfect. Show you this side. I used the method from the Peterson restoration videos of where he recommends putting some seam sealer, you know, on the welds there, so there's no, you know, pinholes or water leaking. I had a hell of a time with the passenger side torque box. It just didn't fit real well. I had to slice and bend a couple of, you know, in several places. I'm gonna, you know, obviously have to trim this on both sides. I'll finish welding in here once my inner fender aprons are welded in. I don't like that there's like these gaps and things. I'm gonna make a nice triangular patch for in there, and also inside, the inside there, both sides, just to close it up. I've never liked that look of those big holes there. Same thing with the gap right there on the apron to the firewall. Overall, pretty happy, you know, so far. Welding is going pretty smooth. It's very time consuming, but it's going pretty good. Just zillions of spot welds. I still have to weld it in here, the torque box. I gotta bang them, you know, bang them so they it'll butt up against, and I'll seam weld the whole way down. And then so I'll do the upper cowl. I'll weld that on, and I'll do the extensions. Then, well, I'll do the aprons, then extension. I'll just tack it all together so nothing moves, and then I will plug weld like the factory did on those aprons, and then I'll seam weld the whole thing. I don't see a downside to making everything as strong as possible. And you know, also, like, welding upside down is not fun. You can see the plug welds from the firewall to the frame. I'm gonna seam weld that whole thing, both sides, everywhere that I can. I just don't see a downside with doing that. But I'm gonna wait till I've got it on the rotisserie so I can flip it upside down. But yeah, the front end is like, it's amazing. It's almost done. Once I've got that upper cowl, the aprons and stuff, this is just gonna go really fast. And then I'll start the back here. Gotta weld my wheelhouses in. Weld these quarter pieces, taillight panel, the back seat panel here. I'm probably not going to weld that until I've fitted the quarters up again. And then obviously the roof braces and the roof skin, got them there. But man, it's really coming along fast. It's awesome. Really looking forward to getting this thing off the table, because it is a real pain climbing up this thing over, you know, hundreds of times to measure, to go back and forth. It'd be great if it was about, I don't know, a foot lower, you know, where that post was on the ground. But I'm still grateful I have it. Anyway, that's the update.